Alright, this channel. Ladies and gentlemen. Exclamation points. Cell phone notifying me that I fucking started my Twitch because I didn't know that I started my Twitch back up. Abuse joined the party. Proxima Station LE. Complications arose. That is such a nice way to say that. Complications arose. Risen as the pro team. Draconis was kicked from the party. Fuck you, Draconis! Wait, oh, you're back. You're back on the internet. Did you update this? You did! By the way, Draconis, if you're watching by whatever means, the bronze match went to OSE because Payload did not want to play. He was more focused on doing ladder 1v1s against people on ladder. So he said, meh, I did pretty good. I successfully, almost beat a fucking Masters 1. I'm happy with myself. So he just right out. So third place in our tournament of 16 players goes to OSE, our Terran player. And it looks like we are getting right back into it with game number 3, the ZVT, the Oxer versus the Abuse, the Angel versus the Abuse. And we'll see if Abuse gets abused again. And yes, I know that was a stupid-ass joke. I don't care. But let's see how this plays out. I have so many things open. I need this. There we go. In our top right-hand corner, the one who came back and tied the series at 1-1, Oxor, our yellow Zerg. And in the bottom left, we have the Terran player who took game number 1 and likes no build orders viewable by people he plays. Our blue Terran, Abuse. And my camera fucked up again. I don't know why it does that. Apparently when you hit end and insert at the same time, it's like, nah, fuck you. Ah, going for an early SCV scout or maybe proxy? So I've watched a lot of pro games since I started playing this in January, and I've seen a lot of people play this map. I've seen a lot of stuff happen, but I've never seen someone build a barracks there. So interesting. I'm interested to see what happens because this is, These are two building placements I have never seen in the hundreds of hours I've wasted watching people play Starcraft so that I can get better. This is normal for me. I'm used to what Angel's doing right here with the hatchery, but the barracks placement is unique. I'm excited to see what the fuck that does. So first barracks comes out, Reaper, obviously. Is he just gonna go mass Reapers with 2 barracks, or interesting placements? Because he can't jump up right here, can he? Or can he? Maybe right there. No, I don't think so. He sees this with an Overlord now, though. So is he gonna see that one too? Oh, it's like right there. Oh, he sees it barely, and he is completely aware of the unique barracks placement. So he knows that this is coming from some weird ass angles. Not sure the strategic reason behind the barracks placement, but we'll see what happens. Because the Reapers are out. They're on their way. They're across the map. First Reaper comes out and is shooting away at the hatchery. Goes into the main. There are 2 Lings there to defend. So it'll distract him for a little bit, but Roach Warren is a follow-up to this. realizes that there is no third down there. So the queen comes out. It's more than likely going to push these two reapers back a little bit. He almost got this round. It's close. So queen down here as well. He's going to bring this queen down to help defend. And it looks like behind this, he's going to expand to his second as well. So he's got 2 barracks out. He's following this up with a factory. So it looked like it was going to be a pure Reaper cheese with some funky-ass barracks placement, but it looks like it's probably just going to be an initial push with these Reapers, which is doing some okay damage. He hasn't lost a single Reaper. He's killed 6 Zerglings. So it's not the worst thing ever, but he is getting a bunch of nades on these queens. So that's also a good thing. Ravagers are coming up, so Reapers are going to be not so good against Ravagers. He's got 3 Ravagers right here, so the Ravagers come in. That long range pew pew. Ravager's probably going to chase after him. He could just go right there and just kill that fucking barracks. Good job avoiding the supply blocked. I like seeing people get supply blocked, because I do that. So instead of going after the barracks, which is still building units, he's going to slowly push towards the Terran's main base with this, not the biggest force in the world, but it's scary for someone who has nothing but Reapers. He is building a Cyclone. It's about 3/4 of the way done. He just goes right past the barracks. He pokes at it a little bit, says, "Hey, how you doing?" There is a bunker right at the top, so it's good defense by Abuse. Doing a good job there. This barracks is going to have a hard time getting away if he chooses to use Corrosive Bile on it, but it doesn't look like he cares too much. Good job avoiding the Corrosive Biles. It looks like the Terran's doing a decent job with this, but I think the Ravagers are just too much for these Marines in this one Cyclone. Oh, the Cyclone takes a big hit from the Corrosive Bile, loses a ton of HP. Terran's got to back up and get that 1 Reaper into the bunker, which will help, but not necessarily do too much. The SCVs come to save the Cyclone's life. Because look at that guy. Look at that guy in the bottom right there. This fucker. I drive a vehicle. So, Cyclone at full HP. The barracks sees what the hell is going on right in front of his base. The other barracks on the opposite side of the map is just sitting there being unused at the moment. And it looks like the Zerg is ready to push in. He does have a siege tank on the way, and the bunker goes down immediately. But the siege tank is able to do a lot of damage because he was able to just sit on the ramp. And it looks like these SCVs are doing a good job distracting the tank. Oh! Tank goes down. There's nothing else to back this up. But that was a lot of damage done. I think the units lost is in favor of our Terran player, yeah. So, Terran player still doing very well defending against the aggressiveness of Angel, who is playing very well. And it looks like we're going to see some fun Raven play coming out of our Terran player. The most OP unit in the game, a Raven. Got Seeker missiles, it's got auto turrets, it's got everything. So he's just gonna sacrifice the barracks? Huh. So, sacrificial barracks to the gods, because the gods didn't need that barracks anyway. And a lot of CCs coming out. The CPM, command centers per minute. CCPM, sorry. Terran's gonna push up a little bit, get a better position up here. There's a lot of lings for this tiny little army right here to handle, and the tanks are just going to town on his own army as well. The Cyclone goes down. Every ling goes down, but that was a better trade for the Zerg with that engagement. It was very, very cheap for those lings, and those tanks did a lot of splash damage to his own units, which is never fun. But Terran's still playing a very strong game, holding very good defensively against this this aggressive style coming out of Angel. Very, very pokey. He does have the Hive on the way. I don't know why my production tab is gone. He is getting roach speed. Wait. No. Hydra. I'm stupid. I main Zerg and I didn't know that. Now he's getting roach speed. Fuck me. So going up to a 4th base as well. The Terran has also got a 4th command center built. Um, so it's very possible that the Overlord's going to get away. But it's very possible that the Terran is going to be matching the Zerg player in terms of bases, and he's going to be on a gold base, which is never good. Both of these players are playing very, very strongly. Much better than I would ever spend, or better than I would ever play, because as a Zerg right now at 8:30 into the game, I would not have this many minerals. I would be triple or double or quadruple that, until I get Hydras anyway. So we got a big, big push of Hydras coming out. He may go into Lurkers, but there are a bunch of Ravens on the field, so unlikely, because he knows that there's Ravens. He doesn't know how many Ravens. He doesn't know that this is a purely... Oh man, he's going to just mass a shitload of Ravens. Oh, and the Planetary Fortress is going to completely push that away. So he's going to be able to mine from this this gold base without too much interference. The creep spread, though, look at all these creep tumors over here, just pushing forward all this creep. You want fast Hydralisks? This is how you get fucking fast Hydralisks. All the fucking creep tumors in the world. And it looks like he's doing this little push towards the CC, but this is a bad trade. This is a terrible trade for Angel, and his units just get annihilated. He doesn't take a single thing, not an SCV, not a Raven. He just lost a ton of units bashing his face against this Planetary Fortress, which is very well placed. And behind this, there is yet another CC that is built, and another CC. This Terran is just going nuts with bases right now. But the Zerg player looks like he wants to push into this, but this is a Planetary Fortress as well. Siege tank getting a little bit of damage on that Roach. It's got 8 HP left. It wanted to live longer. And the Terran player has more bases than the Zerg, and this is a scary situation for any Zerg player to be. If you are down on bases, that is never a good situation. But he definitely has enough units at this point to take this Planetary Fortress. He could do a lot of damage to these Ravens. He gets a Seeker Missile. Good pull away. Oh, he left it there, and it still gets a hit off. But he did take the Planetary Fortress down, so that's one base removed. He killed all the workers except one who ran fucking somewhere. Oh, he ran... Really? That's closer? Oh, okay, whatever. So the Zerg player is still on 4 bases while the Terran is on 5. So he did take 1 base away, which is good. But he's pushing into this this Planetary Fortress as well. There's a lot of SCVs repairing that Planetary Fortress. This is a lot of damage to be taken as a Zerg. The supply is still very heavily favored to the Zerg, but these engagements on these Planetary Fortresses are very brutal at the moment. It looks like is he gonna make this another Planetary Fortress? How many fucking command centers does this guy have? Oh my god. So he's gonna push into this base. He's got Lings. The Lings are distracting him from the Hydras, and ooh, he's gonna take this Planetary Fortress. Ravens are coming in the back, dropping some auto turrets down, doing a lot of damage because Ravens are the most OP thing in the fucking planet. And these are just free units that are just chomping away at the Zerg army. But on the back side of this, there are a bunch of Roaches that come down here to shoot this before it becomes a Planetary Fortress, and the SCVs are there, and auto turrets coming down as well. But these few Ravens are running out of energy. They're running low on steam. And it looks like the Zerg is just going to keep going around back between these 2 bases and completely kill everything. Some good corrosive biles. The CC is on fire. The CC will die. So very good play by the Zerg right before it became a Planetary Fortress. This is another fucking Planetary Fortress. He's going to go and smack his face against this a bunch more as well. The Ravens, there's only 2 or 3 auto turrets amongst all those Ravens right there. Okay, 4 now. But he loses another Planetary Fortress, and this is starting to turn into a bloodbath for the Terran, who looked like he was going to be in a very, very good spot. Ravens are going across the map. It looks like it's going to be a do or die moment. And I don't know if this is going to pay off, because, yeah, the Ravens can go across the map and kill a shitload of drones. But at the same time, you got this big Zerg army pushing into your base. And if it takes this planetary fortress and all these SCVs, he can just push right into the main. There's only a few siege tanks up there and a Raven, 2 Hellions. There's not enough to defend against this. This is not the biggest Zerg army on the planet, but he's got a ton of reinforcements coming behind this, and the Ravens have to come home to try and help. But it's going to be too late. There's so much damage being done on the other side, and the Terran is struggling to hang on. He's trying to keep it together, but he's having a hard time. Terran is dwindling on 2 bases now. At one point, he was at 6 bases, and he had 8 CCs. 6 of which were planetary fortresses, but still. And the Zerg player is going to go back up and kill this fucking CC because why not? And the supply, look at the supply. Oh, the supply is filthy. The Zerg player has taken complete control of the map. It looks like Angel is probably going to take this home. There are still a ton of Ravens on the map, but Angel is just with his rogue fucking queen, is just wanted to come to the party. And those Hellbats, yeah, those Hellbats are not ideal. And the Ravens come down, throw some point turrets down, auto turrets. 3 roaches going to town on that fucking Hellion. The CC just landed. No seeker missiles, not enough energy for it. The point turrets, the auto turrets, this is just not enough. The Zerg is just going to overwhelm them. So much supply. The Zerg, for the 2nd game in the row, just comes in and says, I will Zerg the shit out of you. And it doesn't look like he can hang on. He's got a lot of fucking Ravens, but it's just, look at the production. There's 11 more Hydralisks coming behind this. And it doesn't look like there's going to be anything he can do. He can just push right up in this ramp. Yeah, he's got a bunker, woo. There's no siege tanks here. There's nothing. He's got Ravens. Oh, 2 Hellions? Nah, they're dead. There's no way that this can be held onto, but he's giving it his all. He's trying to fight for the win. He's doing everything in his power. But these Ravens, just, it's not enough. He's got so many command centers all over the place. He just didn't have the amount of army supply to combat this. And it looks like he's going to float this command center over to the gold base in hopes that he can do I don't know what. And GG! Game number, I forgot. I got really into that one. It's some number of games. But Angel takes that one. And it's 2-1, I think? I forget, but that was a good game. It looked like Angel was down and then he just pushed ahead. Workers active, look at that. He was on 6 bases to the Zerg's 4 bases, and that's a scary situation to be in. But Angel handled the Ravens just beautifully. Look at the army supply, too. It was... Oh, man, that was an awesome game. That was 3, right? 2-1. Okay. All right, so it's 2-1. Angel is winning. I got a little carried away with that game, and forgot where the fuck I was. So that's a thing, but it is what it is. The planetary fortresses and the Raven mixture just tearing through Angel's army, but Zerg doing Zerg things, man. Doing work. Ah, I actually do know this one. If I scroll up, there's a bunch of this. Yeah, it is Angels. No, I'm just gonna let it be. You know what? It's 2-1. Oxer could take this home. He could win the amazing $35 reward and go home a fucking champion. The champion of all champions of this championship tournament. No build order. That's such a weird request. I don't understand, because people can just go look at the replay and see exactly what your build order is. If they really wanted to, they could write it down. But hey, you know what? To each his own. I also don't particularly look at build orders unless I'm in a tournament against people who are way better than I am. So, Game number 4. It could be the one, the only Angel taking it home. Or it could be Abuse to tie it up and take this to 5-5, or to a 5th game in a 2-2, which I would love to see. So, in the bottom right, we have the leader of the series with a 2-1 lead. Our Zerg player, Angel, Oxer, Macro, everything. He has all the names. And in the top left, we have someone who's clearly going for the barracks cheese. Yes, I love it. We have Abuse, our Terran player, going for the proxy Reapers. And if he builds it too close, though, Angel does typically go for that 3rd hatchery, but there's no way he's going to scout that. Oh, he is going to see it. That Overlord's going right through it. So he will see that this is coming. Still interesting. So that barracks placement from that last game, as I said, was interesting. I've never seen it done, but he did sacrifice a barracks to the gods. But he did not need the barracks in his defense because he was going Ravens. So this Overlord is getting close. He's going to see this before these barracks even finish. It's right there. It's right there. He's going to see it. There it is. There's one. He sees the Overlord, the barracks. He sees both of them. He's aware of what is coming. He knows it is there. He sees the 3rd one as well. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. Now he sees the 3rd one. So he knows that this is coming. He's probably about to build a 4th barracks as well. It was a good read to go with the spawning pool. Oh, he didn't do spawning pool first. I'm just kidding. So he's got one Reaper going right out, going straight towards his mineral line. He does have Lings just now starting, and a Queen. But these drones are unprotected. So this Reaper can just sit here and go pew-pew all day. No opposition of any kind. This Reaper's not gotten a kill yet, but it's done a lot of damage to these drones. There's one. 2 Lings come out, but it's not going to be enough to really repel it. It just will distract him enough. Roach Warren is out. This is a lot of lost mining time. These Reapers are doing a lot of work. 2 more Lings coming in, but these drones are just going down like flies. The 3rd Reaper comes in. More Reapers are still being made. The Queen finally shows up. Lots of drones lost. Lots of lost mining time coming out. Roach is on the way. This was a quick proxy. It was good. Got 4 Reapers. No Queen at this base yet, so these drones are just going to get picked off because there's nothing here. And he gets a bunch more drones. There's a rogue drone in the back. He's going to get... Ooh, he's going to just go for the Queen now because fuck it, right? One Roach did come out. He almost naded himself, but he did get the larva and the Roach. Roach goes down. The Queen focus targeted the one that was weak. That was good. Good micro. Reaper comes out and nades himself. More Reapers are on the way. 2 Roaches and a Queen. It's a good defense, but he still did lose a ton of drones. But the worker supply is still 10 to 13. Because of the Reaper rush, you don't look at home and build a bunch of SCVs, and he's building a bunker. If this bunker gets off, it's going to be a big problem for Angel to deal with this. And he's going to... he got that Reaper. The Reaper almost got away, but not quite. And the SCV goes down. The bunker's going to fall. And this is a good defense coming out of Angel here. He's handling this very, very well. And back home, Abuse is not building any SCVs because he is so focused and so committed to this Reaper rush that he has to continue the Reaper rush and keep pushing. But the creep spread is becoming a problem. He's spreading creep around his base so that he can move his Roaches faster even without the Roach speed. And it looks like this Reaper rush is going to get shut down without too much of a problem. And he's starting to build drones again. And back home, for the Terran player, he is still only at 5 workers mining. So this is a problem for the Terran player because this is a very, very strong defense coming out of Angel right now. The initial insertion was very, very well played by Abuse. He killed a shitload of drones. He did a good job taking his opportunities away. But Roaches are just so much of a pain in the ass. if you do a Reaper rush. And behind this, he's finally building an orbital. So it looks like there will be some form of transition coming up shortly. But it might be too little too late. He still does have 7 Reapers out on the field. So he can still do a little bit of damage. He is, picking roaches off here and there. But at the ooh, he might get that. Oh, he got that. Very good. But there are still 2 Ravagers out. Idle drone, just chilling. Having a good old time with the mineral. Nom 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 nom. That drone is super dead. Super fucking dead. That drone is also super fucking dead. But the Ravagers come out and it looks like this is going to be a huge problem for the Terran player because he still hasn't been building any SCVs. He's built a few. So he started to try and transition and keep him distracted with this, but this is a problem for the Terran player because those corrosive biles almost landed on the Reapers and completely fucking killed them right then and there. But Ravagers just shit on Reapers for days. There's no contest. Yeah, the nades help, but it looks like that barracks is very easily going to get picked off. These Reapers try and push in. They do get 1 Ravager, but another Roach comes in to try and help out, and that barracks is clearly going to die. It's on fire. There's no SCV anywhere nearby. He's continuing to pump out Reapers in this, and back home he's finally building a factory, trying to transition into something that he may be able to recover from this. But this is not looking good for our Terran friend over here. He's having a hard time dealing with this. This Overlord sees the transition occurring. The Reapers are going around towards this base, hoping to try and get maybe some drones or something. That drone floated to the gods. Drone got fucked up. So unfortunately for our Terran player, he has 1 factory, 1 barracks, and can't build another factory. So he needs another barracks, which he does finally build at home. He still has 5 Reapers, so he can distract, but it's still not, it's a grim state. He's building a bunker in his base, but it looks like this this all-in that he did is going to be a very hard, steep hill to recover from. The Zerg player is still behind in workers because he is just going for the hard counter. The Cyclone is out, which is helpful. He's almost got fucking picked off right there. Supply depot is on fire. Nothing coming to repair it, even though there's a bunch of SCVs there. Finally, it starts getting repaired. The factory gets lifted and moved. What? With them at your door, they can just like do right in. Reaper goes down. There's a transition. He's building a CC with all these Ravagers right at his base. Not sure that's the right call, but you know what? It happens. And who knows? It may work out for him. But this push coming out of Angel right here is very, very strong. He's got more Roaches and Ravagers backing this up, and it's looking pretty grim. He's building 4 more Ravagers. It looks like this push is just gonna fucking decimate him. Because behind this, he's not droning up. He doesn't need to. He's just gonna keep pushing with all these Ravagers and the SCVs. And it looks like this is probably gonna be GG, and it looks like Angel is gonna take this win. But look at this push. This all-in Reaper was a good idea. He did a great job right in the beginning, and he pulls the boys trying to kill all the Ravagers, but the kiting, the ramp, there is no hope. Oh, the Cyclone gets nailed by the corrosive vials, and now it's just the boys. The boys got one of the Ravagers. They got one. Good game. Good fucking game. Angel defended against the all-in Reaper and takes home the gold. He takes the championship. He wins the 35 glorious dollars. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of my stream for the day. Angel takes game. This is the bracket. Angel being number 1, Abuse being number 2, and OSE coming up 3rd. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying around. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for telling me when my stream was super laggy because my computer and my internet can't fucking handle music at the same time. That's good to know. I appreciate that. Have a good night, everyone.